Hey people, what's up, man? What's going on, Nova Gal? It is Nova Ease. Nova Ease Chill. You can call me Ease or any other name that just connects with Ease, but more than likely it should be Nova Gal Ease or Nova Ease, Ease Nova, because Ease is Nova. Get it? Apostrophe at the end of Ease, even though it's spelled E-A-S-E. Talking with Ease is what this is right now. And I'm gonna just give a special what's up to the person that gave me this topic. What is going on? I'm scrolling down right now on the video. Mr. or Miss or Mrs. GIF7E or 3DI. Gifted. I'm pretty sure that says gifted. I just now got it. But thank you, Gifted, for giving me this topic suggestion, seeing as I broke up with my girlfriend, quote, how to deal with a breakup, end quote. Okay, that's I mean, I think I can handle that. Thank you guys for commenting on the last video with shootings in the US. That was my first time doing Talking with These, and it seems like it's a good success right now. And yeah, let's get into it. I mean, dealing with breakups. We all have to deal with breakups unless we are, you know, never in a relationship ever and just don't want to be in a relationship. Maybe are in circumstances where you can't be in a relationship, you know, physical, emotional. I'm not going to get too deeply into that kind of part because there's a lot of unfortunate people that live in life right now, and you know, they don't have the opportunity to be in a relationship with somebody, whether it's a disability, whether it's an emotional thing that they have, or physical disability. So you know, breakups, man, it's tough, you know. I mean, the best thing that I could say to deal with a breakup, I mean, it depends on what level, you know. Did you break up harshly, you know? Was it a smooth breakup? You know, because it doesn't matter how hard or how soft the breakup is, it's never gonna be easy. It hurts, you know. Of course, if you're in a relationship for a year, it's not gonna, you know, sustain the same hardship as a marriage that's been going on for 15 to 30 years. So, you know, if you're in a relationship, if you're new to relationships, I mean, I guess it kind of touches the same level because you have to, it takes trial and error. You have to learn how to deal with it. Not saying that, you know, your first relationship is never going to work. I mean, really, that truly is the statistic. If you want to really break down to the bare bones of it, your first relationship, the statistics are very high. The percentage of you lasting in that is very low to the end of your years. I mean, just think of looking at society, the way that we are seeing other people react in relationships, whether it's our parents, whether it's on the media. You know, we see people like the Kardashians who go through their relationships in and out of it. We see even like Bill Clinton when he had his whole scandal thing, you know. I mean, and that relationship still lasted, you know. That's a hard bond to keep, especially being in the public eye. We try to look at these huge key figures in our lives, like the presidents, like Obama right now, and it's like a staple for what American relationships should be like, you know. And you rarely, hardly ever see them really fall out and, you know, dismay. But to get over a breakup, which is more than likely gonna happen to us, because like I said, I mean, a lot of our parents end up splitting up, whether it's right when we were born, maybe in the middle of our teen years, because my parents split up when I was about 15 or 13, somewhere along that. And you know, you see the deterioration of it, you know, things start happening and changing, and you know, it just doesn't seem right. You have to deal with this thing that's happening, and it doesn't just affect the couple, it affects everybody that are involved with the couple, whether it's friends, family, and that kind of level. But just to get into it as a single person, as a guy, I guess I can go how to deal with it. The best way to deal with it, if it's a person that you know the relationship is not going to work out and you end up breaking up, whether this person breaks up with you or you break up with them, you just have to learn to just kind of let go. it's so hard to just like really let go. Some of us know how to pretend that we let go really fast. Some of us know how to just let go really fast, you know. And the best thing I can say for you, I'm guessing Gifted, that you're a guy. Even if you're a girl, don't break up and be like, woo, I'm single, you know, time to go party and this and that, because it's so ridiculous, you know. The worst thing I've seen women that I've broken up with, or girls that I've broken up with in the past when I was a little bit younger, is I swear I thought I was like Good Luck Chuck. And I'm not even joking, like I'm not even playing. Like I told my friend, it got to a point, I saw that movie and I'm like, wow, I'm like Good Luck Chuck. If you've never seen Good Luck Chuck, it's with the guy who throws up the super finger, the super middle finger, the comedian. I can't believe I can't remember his name. I really can't believe it. He was in the movie where they were in a restaurant and he was giving a bunch of jokes, and he does stand up. He did a stand up in Madison Square Garden, and you saw that big middle finger with the two fingers, the middle finger and the ring finger. I can't believe I can't remember this guy's name. Anyway, forgive me for not, because I like him. He's a good comedian. And Good Luck Chuck, man. I would be with these girls, and I would kind of get a little bit serious, but not really that serious, you know, because I was still young and I was kind of afraid of commitment. Every time I like left them, they end up being pregnant by somebody. Like, and I'm not even joking. Like, it came as a repetition. I don't know how to explain it. That it's exactly what happened. As long as I got involved with them, you know, in, you know, physicals, I guess you can say, just to kind of keep it family friendly, it ended up happening. And I kept seeing this pattern. And then later on down the road, because I'm always a respectful guy, I'm not saying this to, you know, toot my own horn or, you know, act like I'm the almighty, because I've done my fair share of, you know, grimy things, you know, and everything comes back in karma, which is why it takes a while, and I guess it comes with age, where you start to realize you have to slow down and really start respecting women more, you know. But as I started getting older, I always gave a woman respect. I was always a one-woman guy, even if we were just like, you know, hit and go, you know, booty call on that kind of level, I guess. I always respected them. And when it started to get serious, sometimes you'd see the problems, and then she might cheat, or I couldn't trust her. She was too insecure about what she thought I always did. You know, probably because I didn't take the relationship as serious. We ended up breaking up. And, you know, a year down the road, I'd see her in CVS and she's pregnant. Or I'd see her at the hospital where I'm working at and she's pregnant again. Or some other girl I know was pregnant. She comes back to me telling me about all the problems that she went through in her life, and now she wants to get back with me. When I had gave you this chance or this opportunity to, you know, really show you that I can be that guy, even though, you know, I was young and I was horny as a damn jackrabbit. You know what I mean? And you stray off and then you do whatever you do, and I treated you with nothing but respect. You come back to me and then you say, you know, you were always respectful, you were always this. And then you're back to me with a baby and a baby on the way, and then your baby father's in jail because you put him there. Nah, that's not really attractive. What about when you were fresh, when you didn't have any kids, when I gave you an open opportunity? You want to come to me now after you threw those tissues away? You know what I mean? Those are some late tissues that you done thrown away. So my point is, when it comes down to it, if you treat somebody like that, don't expect anything nice to come out of it later on down the road. You have to treat your relationships good to basically minimize the breakups. I know this is about how to deal with a breakup, but really what I want it to be is how to minimize the chance of a breakup. You want to be with somebody and really be friends with them first. You have to want to be friends with them first. Not saying that it's gonna concrete it and you'll never break up, but it's a good trait to keep. It's a good mentality to have, because once you have that friendship, and, you know, of course there might be some tension between you guys, you know, whether it's sexual tension or just, you know, tension of just be wanting to be near one another. By the time it comes together and you guys really want to do that, that bond is there, you know, and you really say, okay, let's do it. Can nothing stop you guys from being friends. If anything ever goes wrong, you will have a better respect for one another. So when you do, if you do, hopefully you won't break up, because solidifying that friendship in the beginning will make the bond stronger and really lower the chance of the breakup. If it does happen, then it's just less painful. It's a lot easier to get over. You know, you can actually come in agreement with one another. If you have children with each other, you don't have to know, the other person doesn't have to go psycho and be mad at you and want to keep the kid away from you. You know what I mean? If you go on a divorce and one of you ends up being more wealthy than the other person, you don't have to get all mad at each other, or one person that doesn't have the money has to be so angry and upset. I hate this person, I'm gonna take all the money. That doesn't have to be there. It shouldn't be there when you're in a friendship. You know what I mean? If you're true friends, you will not do that to one another. And I mean, that's what it boils down to, just keeping that bond. And I'm learning myself, man. I'm learning myself. I haven't been truly with a girlfriend in about close to a year. And it started off with a friendship with her, but the way it kind of got going, it was, I should have waited longer, because she was still kind of stuck with the man she was with. Even though in her mind she just didn't want to be with him, it's still kind of there, you know. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes we don't want to stop, and we don't want to miss the opportunity to be with somebody, you know what I mean? But I'll tell you what, man, it's such another cliche thing to say. You know, if the person is worth it and they think the same thing of you, that you're worth it, then the time that it takes for you guys to get together is just irrelevant. It doesn't matter how long, as long as you guys keep that bond. If you do end up breaking up, man, the breakup is just so much more smoother. Just know that if you are in a bad relationship with a girl that you probably don't have that deep connection with, and you can't sit down and have that conversation with her, then you know you just have to be the bigger person and just say, you know, we were broken up. I mean, I don't want you stalking me. I don't want you doing this. I don't want you blowing up my phone. I don't want you telling people bad stories about me. You know, kind of keep it cool, relax. You don't have to be, it doesn't have to be that way. You know, you just have to be the bigger person. If you're dealing with it and, you know, that person might be going off on you or giving you a bad name in school, giving you a bad name at work, you just have to be the bigger person, because it doesn't matter how many times that person tries to say something bad about you. As long as those people that hear the stories come and talk to you, and you're just this calm guy, and you're this and you're that, and you don't have anything to say, or you're this calm girl and you don't have anything negative to say about that other person, they're gonna look at you like, whoa, this person that's talking all this nonsense is psycho. You know, Michael's kind of cool. I guess Sheila's the one that's crazy, or I guess Sarah's kind of cool. You know, Jesse, he's nuts. You know what I mean? So it's all about learning to get over it. Of course, you know, you don't want to go back with the person. I mean, and another thing too, I'm gonna touch on this too. I want this to go to about 15 minutes because it's a lot to really touch on this subject. Of course, there's the makeup sex, or you know, you want to go back with this person because you know your love was so good, or you're so used to being with that person. That's the main thing. Dealing with that comfort level that you had. You don't want to go and look for somebody else, you know, and start all over again and have that same bond. You broke up with this person that you were with, but you were with them for like a few months, or you were with them for a few years. It felt so good being with them. You're lonely now. What about those nights where you can just curl up and be next to that person, or just go out and talk to that person? You know, you have to kind of give yourself the encouragement of saying, well, we broke up. We broke up for a reason. I can't drunk text this person, or I can't call this person out of desperation just so I won't be lonely. That is another spot right there that's very touchy. So just put it like this: if you broke up with this person, then you broke up for a reason. You broke up for a reason. It just wasn't meant to be. You can't force things to be. If you both come to the decision, or one person really comes to that strong decision and says we can't be together, and it might be oblivious to you. What do you mean we can't be together? I don't understand. You have to understand that that person does not want to be with you. You have to understand that and really take it to heart and just say, you know what? It sucks. I don't see what they're seeing in me. Maybe it's something I need to change. Maybe you can sit down and talk to them and say, you know, if you can give me another chance and really show me what's going on, then I'm willing to change that part of me. And then it might work out. But if it doesn't work out, you have to learn to let that go. You have to learn to just back off and say, okay, I'm sorry. I can't understand where you're coming from. I guess you're just not that attracted to me, or you're just not attracted to the faults that I have, or maybe you're just not ready to take the faults that I have and realize how much great that I actually do have. You know, because what the best thing about a relationship is knowing to look over the bad and always see the good in that person. Once you only focus on the good of that person that you are either in love with or having a relationship with, that bad, it just fades away because all you see is the good. When they do that little bad thing, it just rolls off of your shoulder. You know, whether they're like a smoker and you're not a smoker, whether they might leave their clothes on the floor in the apartment or the house and you don't like that. That's just the thing that they're used to doing. They've done it for years. Maybe they grew up with somebody that always cleaned up after them. Maybe they just are used to smoking. They smoke to let the edge off. I mean, it's not healthy in either situation to be a smoker or not as cleanly person as you think they should be. But you have to learn to just kind of let that ride and say, I love you for who you are. If this is what you have, I would love for you to work on it, but me badgering you and hating you about it is not going to make it any better. If anything, it's going to make you want to do it more. It's going to make you resent me for hating that about you because you knew that's what that person was. Why did you get in a relationship when you knew they were a smoker, when you knew they were a drinker? You know, if you're not willing to help them along the way, then don't criticize them. Don't badger them. Don't, you know, protest them because they'll only just do reverse psychology on you and say, the hell with you, I'm gonna do what I want. If you don't like it, kiss my ass. You know what I mean? And that's just what it boils down to. But anyway, that's it, guys. I'm not gonna talk any further. It's been over 16 minutes, close to 17 minutes. So that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Give me another topic in the suggestion. Thank you again, Gifted. And yeah, man, that's it. Be easy.